Deriving individual demand from tangency points as price changes. In a previous video, I showed you that as price increases, there is a shrinkage in the area we can afford. Now, in this particular example, I show you that price falls. So as prices fall, we can expect an expansion in the area we can afford, right? So let's start with the blue one, the first scenario in black, right? In the first scenario, look at that. We have only this area that we can afford. That's in the first scenario. The price is at PX. The price of good X is at PX. So, well, there we have it. Now, there is a tangency point right there, right up here. I'll come back to that tangency point, but I just want to go through the three scenarios. Scenario 2, the price falls from PX to PX star. The price falls, so this good has become cheaper, right? So the area we can afford has expanded to be the entire area under the blue curve or under the blue line. And I will shade that entire area. Do you see it? That entire area. Now the graph is getting messy, but you get the point, right? All right. Okay, great. So as the price falls a second time, we are on the green line, and the entire area under the green line is now affordable. Okay, you also see the points of tangency. So let's say this is point C, and this is point B, and that is point A. So you can see points of tangency at A, B, and C. I can stack this graph to find the individual demand curve. So demand curve for one consumer. At the tangency A, 2 units of good X, right, is demanded. So I draw that here as 2. At the tangency B, 4 units. So I draw that here as 4. Tangency C, 6, or tangency C, 6 units. So I write that here as 6. Now, my new graph, right, the graph that is stacked under the top one has price on the y-axis and the quantity of good X on the x-axis. So that should tell you we are trying to get the individual demand curve for this one consumer, right? Okay. Now, what are the prices? Well, the prices are PX, PX star, and PX double star. So I'm going to cheat my way a little bit through this. That way the graph is not too messy. I will start off by picking a red color and drawing that. So from here, the very first one, price was at PX. You see? Oops. Price was at PX. And for the second scenario, right, the tangency point B, price there was at px star. And for the third one, price recorded there was px double star. This is how we derive the individual. So this is demand curve for one consumer. Wait a minute, one consumer? Yes. Remember, when we started looking at consumer choice, we looked at one person's budget, right? That one person's income and the prices that one person faced. Then we looked at this one person's preferences and we ranked those preferences, and we ended up choosing the bundle that occurred at tangency between one of that one person's indifference curves and the budget line. So it should not be a surprise that the demand curve we derive from changes in price of one of the goods, right? The demand curve we derive will be for one consumer. Now, how do you get the market demand curve? Well, you have to do a horizontal summation, a summation of quantities demanded at each price to get the market demand curve. Yes? All right. Pause the video, go back and listen to other parts if you're confused, but if you need more explanation, put your comments in the comment section. If you take any of my classes, I am happy to see you in office hours. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a good day.